Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher, thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Choco Milkshake. We're diving into episode 6. Yeah, by the looks of this, I mean, the show is still ongoing. I think there's like 3 episodes left. I looked on my drama list and it's scheduled in I think December 20th. So, but by the looks of this, I'm going to be all caught up with this by the end of the night, and yeah, because it's just very easy for me to binge, and it's just so freaking adorable, so adorable. Love this series. So last episode was the episode with the blind date, where blind date didn't go too well. Choco decided to do a little bit of stalking, got a little protective. And I think he really consciously started to realize that he was starting to catch some romantic feels potentially for Jungwoo, and yeah, very, very sweet. And then meanwhile, I was out here shipping Milk and Uncle, not last episode but the episode before, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm just reading too much into this because they're two hot guys within, you know, a couple inches proximity of one another, and I just automatically see hot guys together. I'm like, okay, well, they make a cute couple. Or if there's actual, like, they want me to ship them together, and you guys are like, no, they're a ship, go ahead and ship them. I'm like, okay, well, good, because I was gonna ship them anyway. So we're gonna see where this episode takes us. Once again, we know that Choco and Milk have to leave relatively soon for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't want them to leave. So we're going to dive into this episode, and hopefully it will not make me want to cry. We'll find out.
너 정우한테 언제 얘기할 거야?
그거
우리 며칠 안 남았어. 빨리 얘기해.
Maybe try talking to them. Maybe we're misunderstanding. Maybe they don't have to actually go. Maybe they just don't have a lot of time here this week because they have to go visit me in Florida. But then they'll be back. Who knows? Maybe that's what it is. Let's try talking to them first before we invent things and get sad. Oh, no, we're getting sad. Okay. Okay, this music's not helping. This music needs to calm down. Okay, we'll just be sad then. Our uncle is so damn gorgeous. The way the light just bounces off of his face. Oh. Sad puppy. I'm still so surprised Uncle just does not question why these people are always here. Like, obviously he knows that they're his friends, but like,
너네 싸웠냐?
I don't bring my friends to my job and have them sit around all damn day.
싸우고 그래. 사이좋게 지내 이 자식들아. 정우야. 네? 저기 창고 가서 재고 조사 좀 해줄래? 주문할 게 뭐 있는지 체크도 좀 해줘. 네.
Come on, Uncle. Go do some reconnaissance. Go fix it. Make it right. Is that because Uncle wants Choco to go check on Jungwoo, or is it because Uncle wants some alone time with Milk? Probably a little bit of mixture of both. Not gonna lie, I'm not mad about it though.
정우야 도와줄까?
girl.
정우야 안 다쳤어?
안 다쳤어. 너는?
나도 안 다쳤어.
This was highly unnecessary, Jungwoo.
야, 뭘 안 다쳐? 너 지금 머리에서 피나.
Oh, girl? What the hell hit you? I love his skittish cat-like behaviors. Slap me? You're the reason I'm cut.
왜 자꾸 너 피해? 내가 뭐 잘못한 거 있어?
피한 적 없는데.
I mean, a little bit.
아닌데 피해 다녔는데.
It's just like a puppy or a child. They don't understand why. Unless you tell them what's going on, they don't understand. Why are you avoiding me? What'd I do? Girl, you better fall in love.
너? 내가 그렇게 부담스럽게 보지 말라 그랬지.
이렇게 정우가 치료해주고 있으니까 옛날 생각.
옛날? 언제?
너가 나 처음 발견했던 그때도 이맘때쯤이었는데.
응. 비도 내렸어.
You better take me on this trip down memory lane. Okay, comics.
나는 비가 내리던 날 봉투에 담겨져.
They left you in a plastic bag. What? I swear there's some awful people in the
그런
world.
날 정우가 발견한 건 기적 같은 일이었다. 난생 처음 느껴보는 부드러운 손길, 따뜻한 품. 정우가 날 구해줬었다. 정우 덕분에 나는 살아날 수 있었다. 그때 난 맹세했다. 정우를 위해서라면 뭐든 하겠다고.
But do you have to talk so sensually every time you open your mouth?
내 눈앞에 정우가 있다.
I swear this bass.
지금껏 한 번도 이 말을 해주지 않았던 것 같아. 고마워 정우야. 항상 고마워했어.
그렇게 고마워했으면서 맨날 사고 쳤냐?
내가? 뭘?
야,
It's like, girl, what'd I
너
do?
맨날 내 신발만 물어뜯었잖아.
I like the taste of your feet.
지금 안 그러잖아.
지금 그럼 미친놈이지.
너 예전에 나 자주 안아주고 예뻐해주고 그랬는데 왜 지금 안 해줘? 자 이제 신발도 안 물어뜯는데.
그때랑 지금하고 같냐?
같지. 그때도 지금도 난 여전히 초코인데.
Yeah, so you can hug me and love me. Just because I'm big and broad and full of all this thickness doesn't mean you can't still hug on me.
아, 왕 커져서 왕 깨어졌으니까 왕 예뻐해달란 말이야.
Facts are facts. Let him know. Playing difficult, hard to get. I see you. I see you, Jungwoo.
너 곧 있으면 눈알 빠지겠어요.
신경 쓰지 마세요.
왜? 초코가 또 무슨 잘못을 했어?
말을 더럽게 안 들어요. 초코가 우리 밀크에 무슨 말을 안 들었을까? 아니 하지 말라 그러는데 항상 막무가내예요.
원래 지키고 싶은 게 있는 사람은 무모해지지.
아니 아무리 그렇다고 해서 자기 목숨까지 거는 건 너무한 거 아니에요?
너무 소중하니까 자신의 모든 걸
But Uncle, I feel like if someone tells me that they're risking their life
그럴 수 있어.
for my nephew, I would probably want them to elaborate a little bit more. Like, what do you mean he's risking his life? Give me some details. You can't just throw this stuff around casually. I'm sure he would love you.
사장님도 그런 경험 있으신가 봐요.
그럼 내가 나이가 몇인데.
Girl, you ain't that old.
나이 많다고 잘난 척.
뭐? 너도 언젠간 알게 될 거다. 이 어린 놈아.
I'm sure. This is an actual customer? Girl, you ain't had a customer in like 6 episodes. Let him in.
정우야.
네.
Who is it? Did his mom come back from the dead? What? Okay, hurry up and get to the post-credit scene. I need to see who the hell this is. Y'all can't be ending episodes like this. Rude and disrespectful. What the hell is this? I mean, Choco ain't happy about it. So... Y'all, this show's out here wilding. Okay, you're gonna give me an episode like that and then end it like that, rudely and disrespectfully in my own house. I'm so upset. Thankfully, I can just dive straight into the next episode, so I'm going to. But still, rude. So we kind of picked up exactly where we left off in the last episode, where Choco and Milk were talking about we have to tell him soon, we don't have much time left, and Jungwoo was inside his room overhearing the conversation. But again, I don't know that there was context given to them having to leave soon. So I don't know if it's the case that they did have like a full conversation and explain why they had to leave, blah, 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 and then they just didn't show us that. But Jungwoo heard everything and he's like, he knows everything. Or if what they showed us was a conversation they had in its entirety and Jungwoo doesn't know why they have to leave. And it's like I was saying, yes, they're saying they have to go somewhere, but maybe we should have a conversation with them to get all of the details, because yeah, I have to go soon too. I gotta go tomorrow. I'm gonna be out of town for like the rest of the week because I got gigs, but I'll be back. So like you're listening to a fraction of their conversation. They say they gotta go soon. They don't got much time. Granted, you know, with the witchcraft and chicanery that they went through, they, you know, came back from the dead. There's a good chance that when they say they don't have much time, they gotta go soon, it might be a life or death thing and not just, yeah, we're gonna go to Seattle or something like that. But still, no time like the present to start having nice, honest, open conversations and just clarify, get it all out there, because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and sometimes the things we think up are like 10 times worse than what the actual reality is. So he could be up there making up all kinds of scenarios about why they have to go, where they're going, this, that, and the other. Or he might be feeling abandonment issues. You know, his mom died when he was young, the pets died. You know, he might be feeling alone and depressed. I mean, when we got the little flashback of him remembering when he called out for Choco and Milk, he seemed to be in a very, very sad, lonely state. And from what we saw in the behind the scenes thing when I reacted to episode 3, his, you know, mom sent them because she's been watching over him and he's had a bad string of relationships, or, you know, bad luck with relationships, that and the other. So he's feeling lonely. He's felt lonely in life. Even though he has his uncle there, he's still not found that, I don't know, real sense of companionship, or I don't know. I won't say that he hasn't felt love, because again, his uncle's there. He does have family. Obviously, his uncle loves him. He loves his uncle. But you know, different. It's a different kind of love, different kind of feeling. So he hasn't had that. He's felt, I guess, this sort of emptiness, and he just hasn't been able to find something to fill that emptiness. So that's why, you know, Mama sent them back. So now he's been happy. He's been happy, you know, however much time has passed since we started the series. And with the idea, okay, now they're going to have to leave soon. Well, he might start feeling sad and empty and lonely again. And like, oh God, everything I love, it leaves me. Everything I love is, you know, I mean, just think about how he was reacting when he was eating the Oma rice and having his emotional breakdown there. Like, similar sort of thing. So while I, as an outsider looking in, feel like it would be the best thing to have a conversation with them, just to get all the cards on the table. And if for no other reason, like if the thoughts he's thinking are correct, like if his worst case scenario is actually what's going to happen, at least he has time to prepare himself. Because it's one thing to have at least some of the foresight to prepare yourself and just like, okay, this is coming. I know this is coming. Even though if you know ahead of time and the day still comes, it might still hurt, or it might still come as a shock. You might still be sad. At least you have some time to like prep yourself versus like it just blindsiding you. So I think they should talk. But, you know, whatever. Things will happen in their own time. But then we go back to the restaurant, and you know, there's just this awkward energy, awkward air. Uncle can sense it. Uncle being, you know, MVP of the show. It's like, hey, go check the stock room. Hey, Choco, go talk to him. Meanwhile, let me keep this tall glass of milk, some company over here. How you doing, baby? Won't you come on up and see me sometime? You know, whatever Uncle's over here doing with milk. So Choco goes to investigate, and then they end up knocking over all this stuff for no reason, because I don't know. Jungwoo's like startled or something. Like, girl, you've seen him before. Why are you acting crazy and brand new? You've seen him before. It's not like he's a new entity. Like, girl, he walked up on you and he spoke to you. He's like, hey, do you need help with anything? And you're like, ah! I'm like, girl, calm down with the hysterics right now. But you know, whatever. He might have been deep in thought, focusing on whatever, and you know, whatever. Anyway, Choco got hurt. I feel like the blood drip that they were showing was a lot more dramatic of a blood drip than the tiny little scratch he ended up having once, you know, we had it all cleaned up. But you know, whatever. But that nice little conversation they had there while he was, you know, bandaging up Choco, and we had a nice little walk down memory lane. We had the cute little animation showing us how they met, how he found him left in a plastic bag, which I'm like, oh my God, that's awful, and rescued him, took him home, and he's like, I'll always be thankful and I'll do anything for Jungwoo. And you know, it's all, you know, mental dialogue or mental, you know, monologue in his head. And again, God, Choco's speaking voice. I melt. Like, I look at him and I melt. And then I look at him some more and I melt some more. And then I focus in on those cheekbones, and then the eyes and the jawline, and then I melt. And then the shoulders, and then the thickness, and then I melt some more. And then he starts talking, and he starts whispering sensually into this voiceover microphone. I'm like, if you don't stop talking with this bass right in my ear, sir, you trying to start something with me that you are not prepared to finish, sir. That's all I'm gonna say. So, you know, he's thinking all the things he's thinking in the flashback we got there, and what did we say first? He's like, you know, I never got to say it before, but thank you. You know, I've always been thankful, always been appreciative. And Jungwoo was like, is that why you always cause trouble? And it's like, what do you mean cause trouble? It's like, you always used to eat my shoes. And it's like, well, I don't do that anymore. It's like, yeah, because you'd be a freak if you started doing that now as a human. He's like, yeah, well, you used to hug me all the time and you don't do it. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, he's like, you know, it's exactly the same as it was before. And then, you know, Choco's adorable lumberjack ass starts chasing him around the restaurant like, hug me, I'm big and I'm bigger and I'm cuter. I'm like, fuck you are, yes, I agree, yes. Hug me. And I'm like, Jungwoo, if you don't hug him, I'm gonna knock your ass out of the way and hug him myself, because that is one fine specimen of man. And if he says he needs hugs, bitch gonna get some hugs. So they're having a nice little moment, and Jungwoo was just being, you know, hard to get. And you could see the smile on his face as he's walking away, like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm being difficult, but, you know, it's fun, it's playful, it's cute. And then, you know, we had the little conversation with Milk and Uncle. And then we had this mystery person coming to the restaurant. And it seems as though Jungwoo left with that mystery person. And Choco was not happy. Choco was not pleased in the least. From what I gather from the blurry back that we saw, I think it was a male. Since Choco was not happy and looked very, very sad, almost like he had been left behind. And the way Jungwoo was, you know, kind of looking back when he paused in the street and then he kept walking forward, makes me feel like whoever this person is not welcome as far as Choco is concerned. So that makes me feel as though it is someone that he sees as competition in some sense, whether it's competition just for his attention or whether it's like romantic competition. So just like how he was, you know, trying to intimidate and fight off the blind date that we had last episode. Similar-ish kind of feels, except this time the other person was able to get Jungwoo's attention because Jungwoo left with him. So I'm going to guess that it's like either an ex-boyfriend or a crush, a really, really close childhood friend that's, you know, starting up from Chelsea. Although the look Jungwoo had on his face when he first walked into the room and like, oh, there's, you know, someone's here for you, it looked like a face of almost, sorry, I'm scrubbing through to make sure that I have the right mental image in my head and I'm not just like making up things. Although when the uncle saw who it was, the uncle seemed kind of concerned-ish. And Jungwoo has a slight little smile on his face. So he looks, I wouldn't necessarily say happy to see this person, but he's not unhappy to see this person. It's someone that there's history with. So maybe it's a sense of nostalgia or a sense of, oh, hey, you. Someone he has not seen in some time. But at the same time, the uncle seemed slightly concerned, so I'm going to go with an X. I think it's an X. Just the way the interactions, either the way the uncle reacted, the way Jungwoo reacted, and the way that Choco reacted after Jungwoo left with this guy. I'm going to say it's an X. Which I won't say it doesn't make me happy. I mean, obviously I'm not happy because my Choco is sad. I don't want my Choco sad. But I don't know what this ex wants. I don't know how long. Again, I'm assuming the ex, it's an ex. Who knows? Maybe it's a long lost brother. I don't know. But I'm going under the guise that it's an ex right now. So I don't know how long this person has been out of the picture. Because we know that Jungwoo's had a bad history with relationships. So I don't know how long this person's been out of the picture, if it was a recent thing, if it was someone like the love of his life or what he thought was the love of his life and turned out just to hurt him. Been there, done that. Sucks. I don't know. There's lots. I don't know anything about this person. So I don't know why Jungwoo went with him. I don't know why he came in the first place. I don't know. Lots of questions, which I'm hoping will get answered in the next episode. So I'm going to stop babbling so I can dive into that next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to my Nancy Drew hypothesis stuff. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video.